Hello, Trains with Georgie. How we doing? Hello, Sanger. How we doing? As you can see by my camera shaking, you can understand how windy it is here. Nothing I can do. I can't stop it shaking. It's the whole fence is shaking. It's just horrendous. I've actually lashed the camera to the bracket as well, just in case the wind blows it out of the bracket. Very windy indeed. Hello, RA221. So I think if I can move it so somewhere it's a bit more stable. It's just horrendous. The wind is horrendous. And so, because if I switch this camera off, this microphone off, you'll hear how bad the wind is. It is unbelievable. You know what I mean? I'll just switch this microphone off, then it'll give you an idea of how bad it is, the wind. And there you go. That's the external microphone you were just listening to then, so you can tell how bad it is, the wind. It's unbelievable. And there you go. That's the external. Sorry about the echo there. There's going to be trees getting blown over today, I can tell you that much. Out the shooter. Oh yeah, makes a big difference, the microphone, doesn't it? No doubt about it. When I switched it off, you were listening to the microphone outside on the phone. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. It's certainly worth the money of these DJI microphones, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, granted, I'm in the car, so I'm protected, but it's still blowing car around. It's actually making the car rock, is the wind. Uh, well, I paid 110 for mine, but they've gone down in price. I think last time I looked, they were 99 quid off Amazon. But if you only need one, I think it's about 60 now, because mine came as a pair in a box, you know. And to be honest, I only ever use one. You know what I mean? But only when it's nice sunny weather can I put my second microphone out. But when weather's crap, it's not worth it. You know. But this wind is bonkers here today. Good grief. I've put it right next to the wall as well, the phone, to try and shield it, but it's not made an iota of difference. You can see how much camera's shaking. And I've put my lanyard on camera just in case the wind blows it blows it down, it doesn't fall down onto the track. That would do me head in, that. If it wind blew it off. There's no chance of it blowing brackets off, but the camera itself's held on with a magnet to the battery pack, so a really strong gust could blow it off. Unlikely, but it could do. Blue skies here. Oh yeah. blue skies here, that's for sure. You get spoilt, you Scottish people. I've decided I'm going to Scotland next time. I'm going to do a live stream from somewhere in Scotland. Look at this for a game of soldiers. Oh yeah, they certainly make a difference. The best thing I ever bought, that's for sure. It's changed me very mild, yeah. Yeah, it says 45, 50 mile an hour winds all day today for here. Hello, Alonso Ark. How ours? Ark? Is it Ark or ours? How are we doing? Yeah, I think Scotland's going to miss this storm totally, according to weather. It's going to come right across the middle. Pretty hard going today, I'll tell you, Senga. He punished me a bit today, he did. I don't know why he always seems to enjoy punishing me on a Friday. Hello, Mini World, how are we doing? Yeah, we're hard going. A lot of squatting with heavy weights. And it kills me, does that? It kills my hip. Bloody hell. Yes, I'm fine, thanks, Mini World. Further north, not to get it. No, I don't think they are. I looked at weather forecast this morning and it looks like where I am, I'm right on the edge of it, you know what I mean? Sort of Lancashire's just getting the top edge of it, and then further north it gets better. But it's here all day, that's for sure. If I hadn't been going to gym, I wouldn't be here now. It's only because I went to gym that I thought, I might as well go and do an hour or two. You know what I mean? Yes, it is OnePlus. Hello, Gerard Batten. How are we doing? And soon the Midland Pullman's going to be passing. It's out and about today, is the Midland Pullman. Yep. Fastest train in the UK is the Class 395. Yeah, I think you were, Senga. I knew because you didn't come up on panel and you went quiet in chat. I thought, I bet she's dozed off. I put money on it. I thought she's dozed off as Senga, and I was right. All I can taste is just, oh, there's nothing worse. Nothing worse when you, oh, great, this wind, it's unbelievable. I've just put my mark out the window. You'll hear how. Thank you very much, Mini World. I bring you the trackside into your home, rain or shine. Even when quite windy, even when we're getting a storm, I'm here. I think, is it dedication or stupidity? Yeah, that's it. The whole fence is shaking with the wind. There's nothing I can do about that. The whole fence is vibrating in the wind. I just opened my door, wound my window down briefly, then you could hear the wind and water blew in all over my flipping iPad screen. It's raining heavy as well at the same time, so it's just a crap day really, to say the least. There's trees in front of me, but they're not right big. But there's nothing behind me, no. It's just the railway bridge behind me. But there is trees in front of me. Well, you saw them on that video. That's the only tree around me. That one that is on that video. There'll probably be some blown down when I go back up lane afterwards, but I'm not so bad because when we had wind the other week, it snapped a few trees, but logs and God knows what. But I managed to drive over them. RB, please guide me, or what? Please guide me. Guide me for my channel. Please what? I'm not with you. Mini World, what do you want to know? No good asking me. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm afraid. I've just bumbled my way through. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what Mini World's up to. Well, you've got quite a lot of content on your channel. You're getting the views. All your shorts are averaging 1,000 views, which is, that's good. Is that? That's roughly what I get on a short. Is 1,000 views. So you're doing all right there. It's a shame you couldn't. Ideally, if you could get out somewhere and live stream, you know what I mean. But I'm just looking at your shorts, and they're all getting good views. But live stream's the one that makes your channel grow. There's no doubt about it. Live streaming is the one. Go and find a track somewhere and live stream from the track. That's the one. That's what people wanted to see. They want to see idiots like me in the middle of a storm live streaming the track. It's funny how you can't see any spaces in the trees, but yet at night you can see. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Sanger. Yeah. Hello, Cruel Tank. How we doing? Yeah, live stream's the one though. Mini World. That's the one that'll do it for you. But I can tell you shortly. There is. Oh, what's this? Something else odd coming. What was that? Oh. Phew! Pardon me. Hello, Cruel Tank. Hello, Henry Dupuis. Dupuis. Henry Dupuis. Hello, John Watson Sr. Too good to be true. Scotland not getting this storm. Yeah, you're lucky, Sanger. Scotland is becoming like the Bahamas of the UK. You're getting all the good weather. Pardon me. You know what I mean? You're almost. I feel like you were living in Mauritius up there, Sanger. You know what I mean? You should be called the sunny Ouijaville. You know what I mean? You're living the high life with your posh food and your posh weather. And I'm down here stuck in the middle of a hurricane. And to top it all, my Friday woman's not delivering again. So that's a bummer. It's a fresh sunny morning though. Yeah, I knew it would be, Sanger. You're going to be out in back garden after this afternoon with your bikini on, aren't you? I know what's coming, and your pina colada. Hello, King's Blogs 111. How are we doing? You tried to do train spotting while it's raining like crazy. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing here. Raining like crazy and very, very windy. I think it will be cold water plunging. I'm just going to put my heating on for a minute. What's that beeping now? Oh, this car, but every time you turn it on, you get battered with bleeps and bongs and dongs and dings. It's like a flipping space shuttle starting up. I'm a heated seat on. Boy, do I need it today. RB, nothing stops him. Correct. This is it, you see. This is it. Can't believe how windy it is, and yet there's a small plane flying over of some sort. I can hear it. A light aircraft. Yeah. Is it dedication, Sanger, or just stupidity? Or a bit of both? Or is it the thirst for 10k? I think the weather's supposed to be a lot better tomorrow. I believe. I know. Imagine that, Sanger. Crikey. I definitely would be earning decent money. Without a doubt. That is for sure. I've often said it to myself. I've said it to myself loads of times, and it was only a fluke that I just did a poor straight line. Yeah, that's the one, Sanger. That's the one. And here comes the Midland Pullman and something else. Yeah, that will be the one, that Sanger. A house right next to tracks. I'd mount cameras pointing in all directions. Bloody hell, that'd be brilliant. That would be brilliant. Because there is some houses just down track from me here now where I am, right next to track. I'd love to just go and knock on the door and say, would you mind if I put a camera up on back of your house? I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you every month. Oh, God. It's its own filming, yeah. That'd be brilliant, that. That'd be great. I'd like a car like the Google car. That'd be all right. Andrew, Preston, Preston in Lancashire. I'd like the Google car, with cameras on roof. That'd be all right. Hello, Nick Van Amson. How we doing? It's actually rocking the cars this wind. Weather on news said we had to be windy, but not windy here. No, no. When I looked this morning, I thought, bloody hell, Senga's got away with it again. I thought she'd be sat out back with her posh chocolates. Sat out back with posh chocolates and sunglasses on. However, it was 6 in here last week. Big change in temperature. Yeah, it's 9 degrees here at the moment. 9 degrees. Yes, we are looking towards Preston, correct. Guess what I'm having for breakfast? You're going to be having a square and a piece. Alright, Singer. A square and a piece. Hello. Hello, Paritosh Daz. Hello, SRT Train Tyre HYJT. How are we doing? A Roland Square Tatty Scone. Excellent. Up to now, I've had nothing yet. But when I get home, because I'm going to go home, I'm not staying here all day in this weather, that's for sure. I'm going to go home after dinner and have some shredded wheat. Exciting stuff, eh? Either shredded wheat or Weetabix. I'm on it too. I've got a box of each. A Roland Square Tatty Scone. Is that all on one thing, that sender? Square and tatty. I've got a bag of noodles in my freezer. I don't know if you have them in Scotland. They're called hash browns. Have you ever heard of them? Hash browns. Got some of them. This is lovely and warm in here. Today, a day like today would be ideal to be parked on front at Blackpool or something and watch the waves crashing over. And there goes. Pardon me. One roll, yes. Excellent. That sounds so yummy. And you have to make that for your salad. You have to make one of them for everybody. Hash browns. I have a bag of hash browns. They've been in my freezer for ages. I've got a bag of hash browns and a bag of crinkle cut chips. And they've been there for yonks. You see, I don't eat bread, you see, so you know, I'd love a few hash browns on a roll, as you call it. we call rolls tea cakes, but you know what I mean, or butties. But yeah, I love a few hash browns with ketchup on, slapped on a couple of pieces. But I try and steer clear of bread. It's not good. Not good for your bread. Love hash browns, yeah. Put them in air fryer and really do them so they're nice and crispy on the outside, yeah. For sure. So I'm going to have an easy afternoon today. I'm going to go home about 1 o'clock-ish and just chill all day, do nout. So Kat will be glad. She was looking to give me a sad face this morning when I left at 8:30. She looked at me all sad with meowing. Keep telling her I'm only going to bin, I'm just putting some rubbish in bin, I'll be back in a minute, and she knows now that I'm lying. When I said that, I'm usually gone for about 6 hours. So she'll get a treat today when I arrive back early. I might even buy her a chicken breast on my way home. As a treat. Go and nip in Sainsbury's. Or if I've got to do some shopping for my mum in Sainsbury's, I don't know how to do it today or leave it till tomorrow or what. Sometimes it's better just to get it out the way. Pardon me. Quite a few trains cancelled today, actually. Actually. Right, locomotive. There's that. Are they putting your boiler in soon, Sanger? Is it getting installed soon? Oh, yeah. Come instead, tell me if I can get a grant towards it. Oh, that'd be a good thing if you can. Boiler Genie. Excellent. I was out yesterday looking at the attic walls. Wood. Hello, Napalm. How are you doing? Told him want spray in the walls, etc. Don't want spray in the walls. Yeah, yeah. A mate of mine, he put a wood burning stove in his house and he knocked a big hole in the wall, and about 10 billion trillion million little polystyrene balls all ran out into his living room. Oh God, it was a right mess. You know them little polystyrene balls in cavity, and they all ran out into the living room. He didn't even know they were there. They never ended. It just come gushing out of all. Yeah. We had new fitted windows fitted at our house donkeys years ago, probably about, I don't know, not long after I'd bought it, in '90s it were anyway, and they fitted new windows front and back and all this business, and the guy who actually fitted them's dead now. Anyway, and then about 10 years ago I decided to take the bottom window out downstairs. I'm going to write a story for tonight. Hello, Stuart. Yeah, so I took the bottom window out downstairs. I thought, right, if I take the bottom window out and the window bottom, and I'm going to put French doors in so you can walk straight out into the backyard instead of having a window and a kitchen door. So I bricked the kitchen door up, got rid of that, so that made a bit more space in the kitchen. I bricked that up and I knocked the flipping, took the downstairs window out, knocked the stone out, you know, the big windowsill big stone thing, took that out because there were a damp patch there, and I thought, right, I'll drywall that where the damp patch were, you know, drywall it. And I when I knocked the window out, in the cavity, the lazy bastard, whoever fitted the windows, well, I know where he fitted them, had shoved brought the old wooden windows up and actually shoved them down the cavity. So that's why we had damp, because the water were tracking across. And he actually shoved took the glass out, but the wooden pieces of wood that were on the old windows, he'd actually shoved them down the cavity, dropped them into cavity. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And that's why we had this dampness, because the water were tracking across. So obviously I pulled it all out, you know what I mean? Because I looked down cavity and I could see right to next door's window. You know, it was spotless and cleared it all out, and everything had damp just disappeared. You know, but I still dry lined it anyway just to make it look better. But I was fuming over it. I thought, no wonder we'd had this damp in this one corner for years. No explanation for it. Anyway, because he'd shoved the old window from upstairs, took the glass out, and the four pieces that surrounding the window, broke them up and just dropped them down cavity. Unbelievable. Couldn't make it up. Actually, just let them, dropped them down the cavity. You know, and it's not like you could say it was an accident. You know what I mean? Because he'd gone to trouble just shove them to the left so they missed, the downstairs window, you know what I mean? Because next door, the old woman next door, she had damp in exactly the same spot, but on the opposite side, you know what I mean? It would, she had a bit of damp as well. And I said to her, maybe she recalled, I said, your damp will be gone now. I said, I've cleared all crap out of the cavity. I said, your damp will disappear, and sure enough, it did. Literally within, oh, weeks, if not days, the wall dried out, you know. And I thought, I'm going to have words with him anyway. I found out you were dead, so I couldn't send out. He died, so he got out to that one anyway. But, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I actually shoved the old wood off the windows down the cavity. There were them old sash windows as well, because, they have metal weights in them. And he'd actually dropped the metal weights down the cavity as well. Obviously couldn't be asked to shift them, so he'd chuck them down cavity as well, the metal weights. Couldn't believe it. He must have thought, oh, nobody will ever know. Well, unfortunately, I did know. Because I knocked the kitchen wall down as well and put a concrete thing across, to make the kitchen up, wide, so the kitchen were bigger as well. And I put a big concrete thing in, big concrete lintel in. I did a hell of a lot of work on that house structurally. And I knocked all chimney breast out and put a wood burner in, and then I left. So I never really benefited from the wood burner, to be honest. Yeah. They're benefiting from it now. Yeah, oh yeah. Slabs are a bit, and they're expensive because somebody came next door but one to me. Somebody came and nicked all the slabs out of the backyard. Couldn't believe it. He got up in the morning and all these slabs were gone out to the backyard. Unbelievable. Actually nicked them during night. And I've got the guy on video who nicked them because he come and had a do at my front slabs on the front of my house. But because the wall was built on them, the wall, he couldn't get underneath. He couldn't get under slabs because the wall was on top of the slabs either side. It's hard to explain, but my house were high up off the floor. It were raised up. You walked up steps through the garden to get to the front door, and they have massive, massive big paving slabs at the bottom of the steps. And this group of people were going up and down nicking these paving slabs, and probably not, I don't know, but I got a photograph of one of them because I got him on video looking at my slabs, but he couldn't get them up because the wall overlapped the slabs, and you could see him bent down having a go with a crowbar, but he'd no chance, no chance of moving it. So he went and nicked a couple from down the street, and then one at backyards he totally cleared, took every slab. Unbelievable. All at middle at night, in dead of night. Took the lot. Hello Reese Krispies, how are we doing? How's it going? Yeah, you can't make it up. He got up this one morning, called Steve, called. He got up, looked out of his bedroom window, and all he had was soil in his backyard. Hello, all things UK. Hello, hello, all things UK. And yes, I am in the UK, so there's even more things UK. Yeah, he opened his bedroom curtains, and all he had was a patch of soil. All his York stone had gone. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, Sanger, if it's yours, isn't it? You know what I mean? yours, it's yours. End of. You know what I mean? I even took my offence, yeah. What railway is that? It's the West Coast Main Line, just near Preston. Hello, Lastborn TV vlog. Good morning. It's a very stormy, windy West Coast Main Line. Very, very stormy. This will not be a long live stream today, that's for sure. Just want my head testing. No, GWR, it's way too far away from me. It's about 300 miles from me, it's Great Western Railway. Yeah, it is. Good museum in Swindon for trains though. Good day out. Excellent. How do you keep your soul warm in the car? Oh, that's easy. I just turn the engine on and put my heated seat on. Easy peasy. There's no way I'm freezing today. It's lovely and warm in here. Lovely and warm. I take that's a busy railway. Well, yeah, it's busy-ish. It's probably, one of, it's sometimes it's busier than others. You know what I mean? There's quite a few trains cancelled today, unfortunately, because of rubbish weather. I think. Excellent. Thank you very much. All things UK. Don't forget, if you're new here, double tap the screen. In a hammock. I did a stealth cam next to the Jidwar railway line in Swindon last month. Should go and have a look. In a hammock. Excellent. Hello, Chris. How are we doing? Yeah, it's just a tad windy here as well. If I just switch my microphone off, you'll just hear how bad the wind is outside. I'll just transfer you to the normal microphone. Correct. You definitely need, you can't do a stream in this wind without a different microphone. That's for sure. No way. It's absolutely wild out there. The tree in front of me now is buckling over. And the fence is a metal fence, and it's actually shaking the metal fence, it is. Total silence, yeah. It makes a difference, that is for sure. It does for sure. Bloody hell. That's no good singer. Got the parts too short. Good grief. Alright, good that previous plumber, is it? Hello, Daniel Rogers. How are we doing? Crikey, there's a woman walking up this road here. In this weather, she must be off a bloody trolley. Must be off a trolley. I want to go out in this weather. The away now will work out a quote. Excellent. Now they have to move the bit of ceiling to get bloody pipes through. Freaking hell. Right, it's rocky my car is this one. It actually really lunged my car around. It's absolutely miserable here today. It's heavy rain, but I'll try not to let it dampen my mood too much. Excellent. Just put a new ceiling up, yeah. Freaking hell. Yeah. Well, it's quite a strong magnet holding it, and plus I've got my lanyard tied up as well, and there's no way it's going to blow my bracket off fence. Not a chance. But the wind is really heading up now. It's going worse. Just turn my mic off. Yeah, things are sent to Tasha Sanger, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Life's little challenges. God. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't think it were windy when the microphone's on, would you? People don't believe me until I turn it off. It's actually shaking my car. It's that bad. Calming. Calming. Yeah. Pardon me. No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century. To read your story. It's definitely starting to flood here in Wrexham, but it isn't windy. It isn't windy, bloody hell. It is here, Daniel. My God. Proper windy. It's rocking my car. I'm not in a little car either. My car's about over 2 ton in weight and it's rocking it around. Wouldn't like to be a lorry going over that bridge, no. Oh, I used to hate it, me, when I was driving wagon and it was like this. Hate it. Hated it, especially over M62. I detested it. You really did feel like you were going to blow over sometimes. And of course, there's quite a few that do. Especially over at Sharp Summit on M6. Wow. There'll be some getting blown over today, you watch. Hello, the train guy. How we doing? Hello, Janos. Allah. How we doing? The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. My area doesn't flood, just my house. I own a house that floods. I've got a flood in my house. There'll be a few floods here today around here, only localised floods because we're quite high up here, but there'll still be some local flooding, as they say. Couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Correct. Couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't, wouldn't. In my house, with my flute, got a flute in my house. Couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Cheers, Chris. Is it balls or stupidity? I think it's just stupidity. I won't be here for much longer, that's for sure. Bloody awful. Even though I'm sat in a warm car, it's still crap. I feel like I'm rocking. I'm rocking side to side all the time. It's like I'm being lullabied to sleep. And I'm not on a big hill. Imagine if I were up top of a big hill somewhere, it would be rocking. So I own a house. Couldn't it, wouldn't it, shouldn't it? So I own a house. Don't get seasick, you're right there. That's what it feels like. Canny wanny is Canton one. Canny wanny. Oh, I can't hear you. I can't come to a house. I can't own a house. A house with a flute. Jeanette's still in her pit. I don't think she's a morning person, is she, Chris? Morning has broken. Pardon me, I can't stop yawning. I've been up since early. I've been up since. What time did I get up? About 7. About 7 o'clock. About 7 o'clock I got up. Had a quick walk around the house. And then I thought to myself, couldn't he, wouldn't he, shouldn't he have a cup of coffee? And I thought, can he, wanny, can he, wanny, a cup of coffee? Can he, wanny, a cup of coffee? One thing I did know is I got up and I wanted a piss. I wanted a piss. Can he, whether I bothered? Can he, wanny, I bothered? Da 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 da. I get War of the Worlds out my head for some reason. I don't know why it's stuck in my head. You know the music, War of the Worlds. Have you ever heard that music, War of the Worlds? Jeff Wayne, narrated by Richard Burton. Do you know what I'm on about? I don't think anybody knows what I'm on about. War of the Worlds. For some reason it's stuck in my head. There were ships all shapes and sizes scattered out across the bay, and I thought I heard a calling as the steamer pulled away. The invaders must have seen her as they crossed the coast they found. Yeah. Oh, Heather knows what I'm on about. How's it going, Heather? I love that album. And for some reason, I can't get it out of my head today. And it's not like I've listened to it recently or anything, but it seems to have found its way into my head. How's it going, Heather? I used to love listening to that album. Put headphones on, close your eyes, and just listen to it. And it felt like you were there. It felt like you were actually there. You could. Everything you were listening came alive in your head. I bought my dear. I bought on vinyl. I have it now. It's amazing. I think what tube's called Autumn. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Who sung that? Who were they? Who did that? Yeah, with that. That were Justin Hayward. Were he called something like that? Justin Hayward. Were he called something along them lines? Da 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 da. And one by one they disappear. I think it's Justin Hayward or Hayworth, I think. I'm probably totally wrong, but it just rings a bell somehow. Brilliant, brilliant album that. I used to listen to it, put my headphones on, close my eyes, and you just felt like you were there. As soon as that Richard Burton started narrating, you just felt like you were there. Just getting ready to take Jeff to the vet. Meant to buy. I actually about the song called the. I actually sing about this my song called The End of It All. Excellent. What's Jeff going to the vet for? Is he not so? Is he all right? Forever Autumn. That's the one. Yeah. Hello, Yashbing Singh. Hello, John Island. Yeah. Yeah, I used to love it. Love that album. It was one of them things where you could listen to and you really felt like you were there. I mean, they made a film, but it was just rubbish. The film in comparison, it was nothing like the musical album. You know what I mean? If somebody made a film exactly like the album with the music in and all the narration, it'd be brilliant. I have the book, it's great. Yeah, Brilliant, brilliant. Dun, dun, dun. No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century that human affairs were being watched from the timeless worlds of space. No one could have dreamed that we were being scrutinized as someone with a microscope studies creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Few men even considered the possibility of life on other planets, and yet across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours regarded this earth with envious eyes, and slowly and surely they drew their plans against us. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! There you go, that's my effort. Weird how stuff gets stuck in your head. I've never seen the original film. The only version I saw was that one that had Tom Cruise in it, and it just didn't seem to relate to anything that had on the album. You know what I mean? Now you're not here. Apparently, always a waiting list for tickets. Any mate owns a record shop, and I asked him, did he have it on vinyl? He couldn't find it, so he gave it me on a CD for free. Excellent, Heather. Superb. Yeah, it was a CD. I think I had. I think that album. I've only got one vinyl album in the whole of my house. Well, in the whole of my house. I had to listen to it later. Yeah, yeah. I love that bit where that track Forever Autumn and the other one Thunder Child. I think it's called. Farewell, Thunder Child. Moving swiftly through the water, cannon blazing as she came, brought down a metal warlord, crashing down in sheets of flames. The invaders must have seen her. Be Jesus, my house is coming down with vinyl. I'm off to another record fair tomorrow in Carrickfergus with Carl. Excellent. Hello, Eunice Ming Sevier or something. Eunice. Not sure how to read that, but hello there. I could read that name out and really come across as. Anyway, hello there. Hi there, Eunice. It's weird though, isn't it, when you get up, like today, for some reason that music just came in my head, and for some reason, and that I can't shake it. It's not even like I haven't even got it on my playlist in car or anything, and yet I can't seem to get rid of it out of my head. Liam Neeson is an amazing actor. Fellow Irishman too. Love his voice. His portrayal of Michael Collins in the film was outstanding. Pardon me. What's weather like over there, Heather? Is it very windy over there? It's blowing a gale here. As you can tell with the camera continually shaking. Hello, Sajida Begum. Sajida Bagum. How we doing? Sounds like a Lancashire word, does that? Bagum. Strange I can't see all that. I can see it. Why one am I missing here? I would never have got tickets for it, but I loved it. Originally is always the best, yeah. Some comments not coming through. I'm set on all comments here. Still about playing album. Time someone else is saying. I don't know why if I'm missing comments here or what. Internet's messing about, I think, here because it's just come on my screen, then connecting. Alan Hickman played Valera in that film. Was truly amazing. Alan Rickman. Who's Alan Rickman? That name rings a bell. Keep saying internal error. Right. Well, I got that one, Sanger. It might be. I think the internet is messing about. It's probably the weather a bit. Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman? Who's that? Hang on. Alan Rickman? Who's he? That name rings a bell. Alan Rickman. Am I getting mixed up with my Rickmans? It's my end, not your end. Alright. Good morning. Sean the Goat. Very grim in the southeast. Oh, yeah, you'll be feeling some wind down there. You won't believe how windy it is here. But it's windy, trust me. In fact, I'll prove it. I'll just turn my DJI microphone off and put on the standard phone microphone and listen to the very famous actor. What Alan Rickman? I'm sure we've been talking about him. I'm going to Google him. Oh, I don't know him. No. Oh, I do know him now. Oh, yeah, God, yeah, I've seen him in a few things. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, he's Professor Snape. Hello, Jeanette. How we doing? Professor Snape. That's who everybody keeps asking me to say the lines out of bloody Harry Potter. Alan Rickman. Your father was a swine. Get out, Potter. He was Snape. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I know. Now that's why the name rung a bell because everybody keeps coming in chat asking me to say Potter lines because they say I sound like Professor Snape. I've never even watched a single Harry Potter film, so I wouldn't know. But there we go. I can get you. You're coming through okay now, Wenger. Yeah, this wind is super strong. Super strong. I wouldn't even like to. How's it going, Jeanette? It is bad, really bad. The wind is unbelievable. I mean, you can't appreciate it. I'll turn my microphone off, my DJI mic off, and put it on the standing microphone, and you listen to that wind. Yeah, there we go. It is incredibly windy, unbelievably windy, and yet in Scotland they've got blue skies. Yep, it's raining here. It's just about doing everything here, you know. Just the usual shit. Class morning here for a change. For a change? What do you mean for a change? For the past couple of weeks, you've had nothing but glorious weather up there. It's unbelievable. I like seeing Alan Rickman in the Texas song In Demand too. He was a really nice guy in real life, considering he usually played rather dark characters. Yes, he is. Died in 2014. I only know that because when you said the name, I googled him to see who he were, and yeah, he died in 2014. Died 11 years ago at the age of 69. Yeah, been very mild. I mean, to be fair, this year weather's not been bad actually. We've had quite a good summer this year for all the moaning and groaning folk do. I mean, we had quite a longish summer with warm weather. You know, I just hope that doesn't mean we're going to get a crap winter with loads of snow. Yeah, I don't know what he did. I just looked him up. Well, he died in 2016. 2016 he died in. Known for his distinctive, deep, languid voice, he trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London and became a member of the Royal Shakespeare Company, performing in modern and classic theatre productions. He played the Vicomte de la Vermont in the RSC stage production, and after that produced and transferred to the West End and the Broadway. And when he died, they put him. There's actually a memorial for him in King's Cross railway station on the wall of platform 9 3/4, which obviously doesn't exist, but it's out of the Harry Potter films, I think. And the memorial is on the wall there of where the make-believe platform was, where they used to walk through the wall. Alan Rickman died of cancer and kept his cancer diagnosis private from the public. Oh yeah, I've watched. I watch his channel a lot. He's funny. He is that Sam. Yeah, I like him. He gets boozing with all foreigners, doesn't he, and everything, and goes and sits in the cabins with him and starts drinking ale with him. Yeah, I've watched him a few times because very often he does like a collaboration with that other guy, Bald and Bankrupt. Yeah, yeah, he's brilliant. Is that Simon Wilson? I like him, and I like watching Harold Balder. Not Harold Balder, Bald and Bankrupt. And I used to watch that Harold Balder as well, who's similar again, but he started making all his videos members only, and I thought, stuff that. You know what I mean? That's you shouldn't have to pay to watch somebody's videos. So I know I don't watch that Harold Balder anymore because he's more of his videos are members only than aren't, if you know what I mean. He's gone a bit too far with the members only business, so I don't bother with him now. But Simon Wilson, he's good. Him and Bald and Bankrupt, two of my favourites. Then. Yeah, he goes to some pretty tricky places. He does actually. That Simon Wilson. I watched one of him and that Bald and Bankrupt, and they went to somewhere in Russia where there's an abandoned space, something to do with space, and they went in, and anyway, Russian police come with guns and everything after them, and they got arrested. Oh yeah, there'd be some crack with him, that's for sure. Definitely. It makes me laugh. He just gets on the train, buys everybody ale, and has a booze up with all foreigners drinking all weird beer. And some of them trains he gets on, boy, they're rough. They're bloody rough trains. Yeah, there's what I saw one of them in Iran. I think you're in India somewhere, and oh my God, it certainly weren't luxury travel. Toilet with just an all-in floor. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, it must be great that travelling around like that. Travelling around and YouTube playing for the pleasure. Bloody hell. What a life. What a life. He must be coining in him. Must be coining in him. Yeah, he's earning big money. He's got 1.66 million subscribers. 1.6 million. Bloody hell. What kind of money's he earning? Have you watched any Gamazda videos yet, Heather? Hello, Mohammed Adam Mikhail. Mikhail. Everywhere he goes, people know him. Oh, they will do, yeah. With that amount of subscribers, he's going to be well famous, isn't he? That's proper famous, that. He'll never have to do a normal job again, that's for sure. Blimey, this wind is absolutely bashing my car side to side here. I'm glad there's no huge trees near me. I'm in the United Kingdom, Danger. I have. Oh, yeah, it's brilliant. She just popped up on my home screen then, doing playing Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, God. She can play a piano, that girl. Why can she? I could watch her play piano all day long, non-stop. Yes, Danger, I'm in the United Kingdom. A very, very windy United Kingdom. Yeah, yeah. Some people are just, I just don't know how she does it, to be honest, because she don't even look at damn keys. You know what I mean? It does my head in to be able to play like that. And she jazzes them up as well. You know, they're not like she doesn't just play them boringly. She like adds her own slant and a bit of jazziness to it as well. Unbelievable. What a talent, like you say. You know, I think that's something you can't learn. That it's just something. He has no idea. Oh dear. I take it he doesn't like going to vets. I'll catch you later, Heather. Good luck, Jeff. Yeah. Hello, Tommy. How we doing? Just watching Zanga's video. Weather like over there, Tommy, where you are, that's no doubt it's probably a lot better than it is here, that's for sure. Jesus Christ almighty. That is bad. That is wild out there. Catch you later, Heather. Oof. Good Lord. Well, I've had nothing yet today, Tommy, and I've been gym. I went gym 9 till 10:15, and then I came here. God, it's wow. Wow, that I've just been outside, you know, so I've just adjusted the camera slightly to get rid of that blob that were at the bottom of the screen. Just a bit. It's proper wet and windy. Just got back in my car and it looks like I've been dragged through an edge. Oh, God, I believe how wild it is out there. You don't appreciate it when you're looking on camera and you can't hear it, but believe me, it's wild. Soda bread, butter and jam. Oh, soda bread, tatty scone. In gym. Who's he? In the gym. Hello, I made Asaf. How are we doing? And I'm there again on Sunday afternoon. Been snacks running now. Been outside in wind. Call me in a bit. God. Good weather. Bloody hell. Glorious sunshine. Not too shabby, yeah. That's it. Double tap the screen. You know, it makes sense. Just like this, just watch. Tap tap. There we go. 73 likes. Double tap your screen if you're watching on a phone. I can't understand how you get different views. I mean, the views are all different. I mean, the different. When I say different views, the camera angle views I'm on about. I'm watching on my iPad. I can see right to the end of the track, top left. But when I look on my phone, I can't see the end of the track on top left. Hello, Perd Beer. How are we doing? Which is a bit weird. Can you people who are watching now, can you see under the bridge right to the end of the track on the top left? Because I can on my iPad, but yeah, I can't when I look on my phone. I can get a different view on my phone. I'm making my sausage and tatties scone. Oh, Senga, where do you put it all? Freaking hell. That was a strong gust then. It actually made my car roll slightly up the hill then. It was that strong, that gust. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's shaking because of the wind. I can't. There's nothing I can do about the wind, unfortunately. It's shaking. That I'm clamped to a steel fence, but it's just the vibration of the wind. The wind is so strong. The wind is actually rolling my car now at the moment, pushing me, up slightly uphill. It's that strong. Well, there's more than one rail there, Loki. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 rails on my screen. I can see the wind getting worse, yeah. Crazy. What were you asking? I've forgotten now, Singer. I forgot. No, I said, I think last time I asked you something was, you want a fella, does that a bit engineering sort that? You'd want a fella, does a bit of engineering sort that out, yeah. Well, the camera is super connected to the vents. You know what I mean? It's a proper decent bracket that I use, but it's the actual fence that's vibrating. Hello, Shiva Entertainment. How are we doing, SJ Shiva Entertainment? How's it going? I just can't understand why I'm getting a different view on my iPad than what I'm getting on my phone. It's weird. Look at that. Half block of steak slice. Oh, Sanger, you live in the high life, Sanger. What I want to know is, where the hell do you put it? Where does it go? Where does that food go? How do you do it? What's the secret? Doesn't Gary know about this gym fella? No, he doesn't. Hello, Natasha Colclough. What's every elf's favourite type of music? Rap. Very good. Every elf's favourite type of music? Rap. How's it going, Natasha? Morton's rolls. 6 tatty scones. Finest quality savoury scone. Correct. Like and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything, it's free. Where do you get where can you go and find an idiot like this filming in this weather? I mean, good lord, look at the state of mine. That flipping fence is getting jostled big time at the moment. I'm glad I've got my lanyard connected because I would like the wind to blow my phone off the magnet. So I've got my lanyard tied to my actual bracket, so if the phone wants to get blown off the magnet. I used to work in Morton's rolls. Excellent. See, now them to me look like what I call potato cakes. Yeah, we have exactly the same thing, but we call them potato cakes. In a minute, we're going to get a concrete train coming towards us for a change. You put them in frying pan, do you? Right. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. I mean, we normally, I've always put them under grill me because I don't think toaster gets them, cooks them enough. But if I'd ever have one, I mean, I'm down one for yonks. My mum used to buy them all the time. She used to put them under grill. Yep, any moment we should get a concrete train, and it's going to. If you remember that one that came up yesterday, the from Avonmouth. Well, this is the return trip going back to Avonmouth. Whether it's got empties on or it's full or what, I don't know. But it's the same engine, the same train that came up yesterday. Hello, Tursum. Or Razzie Leave, how are we doing? But this is the concrete train that we saw yesterday, and here it is. There we go. I put you on the external, on the outside microphone then, just to so you could hear it a bit better. And obviously, you heard how bad the wind is here. Back on the DJI microphone now, so it's nice and quiet again. Got a woman now climbing over the gate with all the dogs. And where's that security man now? Where is he now? He comes at the wrong time. He's after catching people. Some do pies and wraps bought in, but not cheap. I'm suddenly feeling hungry with all the pie talk, and a Gerard's steak bake would go down lovely now. But I ain't going in that rain. Yeah. £1.48 a pie, or £7 for a big steak pie, or £1 for a mince pie or mince rounds. Ah. I've just got next week's menu through. Chicken tikka balti, creamy chicken and mushroom pie, creamy Cajun chicken, beef chili, and spaghetti bolognese. Have you got a lunch? No. Do you want me? Don't want you to be cranky with hunger. There's no chance of that, Tommy. I'm used to it. I can handle it, Tommy. Don't worry. Did you hear about the train thief? He tried to cover his tracks. Very good. Very good. Yeah, next week, Tommy. Next week she's delivering. I've got to struggle another week, yeah. Hello, William Finley. How are we doing? Excellent, William. I'm fine, thanks. It's very windy, blustery, and rainy here, but other than that, everything's hunky dory, as they say. And I won't be here much longer. I started this stream at 10:30 this morning. I'm going to go home soon because it's pretty rubbish here. I don't want to go back to work. You don't want to go back to work, Natasha? What, are you off work or are you just on your dinner break? Where are you, Natasha? What part of the world are you in? Alabama. Excellent. Whereabouts you, Natasha? Are you in the UK? Australia? Bloody hell. I do people's shopping. They order online. Excellent. Well, that's a good, worthwhile job. People will be grateful of that, that's for sure. Australia. So it's like, must be late at night then for you at the moment, is it? About 11 o'clock at night, is it something like that? Yeah, almost midnight. Yeah. But you don't want to go back to work. Do you have to work tomorrow, Sunday? IB Rail is worldwide, that's it. Tommy, you've got it. I should call it IB Rail International, shouldn't I? I'm retired. I work almost every weekend and I get 1 weekend a month off. Alright. Oh, very busy, Natasha, very busy. I bet weather's a lot nicer. I bet, well, it's your summertime there, isn't it? It's going to be lovely, isn't it? Is it your spring or summertime now in Australia? 6:54 a.m. in Alabama. It must be my charisma. That's it. That's what everybody says, Tommy. They say it's my soothing tones that come over the internet that draw people to my channel. Spring is over. Mulberry season has finished. Oh, it'll be nice warm weather though. No, now won't it, Natasha? All lovely warm days, long warm days. Especially in Australia because you don't get proper winters, not like we do. I don't think anybody owns a coat in Australia, do they? Jesus Christ, this wind is really bad. Forty days are hot and annoying. Yeah, I would imagine every day you get a bit fed up of it. But you see, the problem is everybody will have air conditioning, won't they, in Australia? I won't go that far for Dave. Hello, Mr. Moore. My train is a phenomenal achievement of mankind, joined by a marvellous nature scene reflecting human nature and harmony. Excellent, Mr. Moore. There's some words to ponder over. I don't have air conditioning at home, but at work I do. All right. Hello, Baxter Van C. Where are you? Calling from North London. Yes, I'm in Lancashire, in the UK. Lancashire, near Preston, near Blackpool. That's the easiest way to describe it because a lot more people tend to know where Blackpool is than Preston. Golders Green, excellent. Not a cloud in sight in Glasgow. Yeah. How are them tatty scones going, Sanger? I bet you're devouring them now as you type, aren't you? I got a kids blow up pool inside, lol. I sit in it with a beer and watch TV. Excellent idea. That's one way of keeping cool. Yeah, I knew you would be. Sat there having a right old munch. Wisdom is my shepherd. Yes, Mr. Moore. Wisdom's a marvellous thing. And Senger's sat there with two big sandwiches with steak on them, with tatties and what have you on them, and a square. You know, Australia is the third largest producer of coal and gas in the world. Excellent. I didn't know that, Tommy, but I know now. Electricity is too high to have the aircon on all the time. Yeah, I've heard that everything's expensive in Australia and New Zealand. I've heard that everything's ridiculously expensive. Baxter Van C, you are a rail professional? No, I'm not. I'm just an idiot that sits here in all weathers. Can't beat a butcher's steak slice square. I don't know where you put it, Sanger. I really don't. I really don't know where you put this food here. Rent here is $550 a week. Bloody hell, that is expensive. What's that? $550 in English. That's $275 in English. Bloody hell. That's Yeah, that's it, Baxter Anorak. Even though I don't own an Anorak and I'm not an Anorak, but they should sponsor me. Yeah, I don't have rent or a mortgage. Excellent. Wondering, it's 1800 calorie one for one bed. Bloody hell. In Sydney, it's 750 to 1,000 a week. God grief. Well, I pay $1,000 a month, 1,000 Australian dollars a month, which is 500 English a month, not a week, a month. The third largest producer, yet their domestic prices for energy is through the roof for your average person. It's ridiculous. $625 a month, and you've been there 15 years. I mean, $625 for a house in this country is not bad. For a house, for a house. I mean, I were paying $475 for a flat, and then with my bills on top, it were getting to near probably $650, $700 with bills and everything. Yeah, $625 a month for a full size house, a full size house is not so bad. And beauty of that, soon all that's going to be gone soon, Singer, because you own, I own my own house. '70s was a golden era for railways. Everybody was wearing platforms. You can remember the '70s, can you, Natasha? So you're obviously in your 40s, perhaps. No, even more. Yeah, if you can remember '70s, what am I saying? In your 40s. I can remember '70s. I was born in '79. Oh, so you are 46. Are you? 45. No, you're not. 44. 46. Oh, this wind is getting ridiculous. Yeah, 46. Yeah. Pretty wild out there. Very wild. I don't know if you could hear that wild weather, but it were wild. People wouldn't mind if their tax dollars were spent well spent, but they're not, correct. I used to be a guard on SWT Class 412 cars down in Weymouth. Great days. Excellent. It's mad how changeable the weather is in the UK. You're right there, Sanger. It's wild. This is windiest I've known it this year. I haven't known it this windy. This is the windiest day definitely so far this year. I bet if you went to Blackpool now, that tide would be crashing out front. Should have gone there and live stream from front at Blackpool. Yeah. Yeah, well, our local council keeps spending money on painting zebra crossings in the LBGQ 58, 42, whatever colours they are. What all that's about, I do not know. How far is Blackpool from there? It'd take me about half an hour to get to Blackpool from here, perhaps a little less, because I'm literally 2 minutes from motorway, so it won't take me long. It's about 25 miles, I'd say. What do you call a person that's sexually attracted to trains? A train sexual. Very good, Natasha. If you don't eat them fast enough, they're scone. Well, Sanger knows all about scones. I don't know how she does it, Sanger. She eats. She eats very well, and she's very petite. All I've been pulled off their runs to sweep leaves. I get scones at work. I love them with strawberry jam and cream. Oh yeah, definitely. I used to stay at Hampton Court Palace in London when I used to drive wagon. I used to stay at the garden centre there, and every time I went, she said to me one day, she said, "If you're ever struggling to park, just come and park in our car park at night." And when I went, they used to always come out when the cafe had finished and shop and place had closed. She'd come out and she always brought scones with cream on and jam. She'd come out with him on a train, bring him to wagon. It was absolute heaven. Meals on wheels, free of charge. It was great. Councillors ask people to go out and sweep streets. Sweep your own streets, Sanger. Yeah, get out and sweep some leaves and burn off that. You're a London resident. I knew you were going to say something about that. It were Hampton Court Palace. It were. It's like an area is Hampton Court in London. I used to deliver to this garden centre there, where Hampton Court Palace is, and she always said, because in London after 7 p.m. you're not allowed to be on the road in a wagon unless you've got a permit for like, if you're at Asda, Morrison's, the big supermarket drivers, but everybody else weren't allowed on the roads after 7 p.m. So you had to either be parked up uh, out on the outside of the A405, which is what they call I think they call it the North Circular or something like that. And you had to be on the outside of that. If you were within the 405, you'd get a fine if it had gone 7 p.m. and you were still driving. So if I were ever stuck in London, it happened a lot. Get to 6 o'clock, I used to make my way there, knowing I couldn't get out of the A405. I'd go there, and she always used to bring them out scones on a tray. They were brilliant. Scones and a cup of coffee. It was superb. all free as well. I'm the storyteller, and my stories must be told. I've been listening, but I had stuff to do. Ooh, stuff to do. That sounds interesting, Jeanette. I like it when people have got stuff to do. That green nonsense has destroyed Dublin. The city can't function. What green nonsense? What are you on about, Stuart? So enjoy the story, and I'm off for safety reasons. What's he on about? We usually get lots of Krispy Kreme donuts at work to eat for free. It's probably the only thing about only. It's probably the only good thing about working in a supermarket. Yeah, yeah. The little Sainsbury's that I go in. If you go in there at 10 o'clock at night, there's just loads of stuff for like 5p and 2p and all that lot. And you go in just before they close, say half 10, quarter to 11, and they reduce it to 1p. You know, like loaves of bread for a penny and stuff. Because they're not allowed to actually give it away for nothing, so they have to have just something to process it so it goes through the stock, if you know what I mean. It goes through stock control, so they have to charge a penny so it rings through till, so the stock's controlled. And I've had some real bargains in past. Got some twins walking past now. Hello, John Hermanson. How are we doing? Hello, Massey. I, I had a Dean. How are we doing? Can't tell what you're saying, but hello. Our shop closes at 9 p.m. except Sundays. They close at 8 p.m. Excellent. Get rid of that idiot. Massey had a. Yeah, you need to go and take a long run on a short pier and tell by your name that you're obviously a simpleton. Bloody sent me wrong colour of unit. I'm just saying, oh, hellfire. Did you hear about the gym fella, Jeanette? He's going, hello, Stephen Siladi. How are we doing? I don't usually want to rush live, but I wish it was this time next year. Fast forward remote lol. Did you hear about the man who took you the 6 o'clock train home The police made him give it back. Very good. Bloody hell. This wind is getting stronger. Damn right there. It's wild. Bloody wild. Let's put my heater back on again. A bit of the wire's moving. It is blowing a hell of a gale where I am. This one is one of my favourites. I asked the train engineer how many times his train had derailed. He said, I'm not sure, it's hard to keep track. Very good. Is this the Bakerloo line? What do you think? Bakerloo line is an underground line. You know, there's a few clues in this video that leads you to believe that this is not an underground line. It's a pylon, Tommy. Sorry, Sanger, it's a pylon. No, I don't. No, not at all. I do not miss driving wagons one bit. It is a pylon. like a bit of snow going past. No, there's definitely no snow, even though there is some forecast for next Thursday. I think it said when I looked last night. Just said last light snow, nothing major, but light snow. Well, I'm still here, Jeanette. So yeah, I don't know where is this story, Stuart. Where have you put it? I only see snow on the TV. Yeah, you won't. I bet definitely you won't see any snow in Australia. Do you ever actually get any snow in Australia or not? It's on Jeanette's channel chat. All right, channel chat. I'm on my way. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way. I can't find it, Stuart. No, it won't snow in Glasgow. When it snows here, Sanger, you'll be basking in sunshine as usual. You'll be in back garden with a pina colada. Back garden pina colada and a square on a piece, on a roll. Sat there in your house. I've had a look as well, I can't find it. It does look like a summer's day from the window. Yeah, it does, Sanger, you're right. I should have drove up to Glasgow Central today and done this live stream from Glasgow Central. Or even hopped on a train. Hello, Casey Junior Object. How we doing? Catch you later, Natasha. Have a nice sleep and have a nice day at work tomorrow. Yes, that's true. Is that Daniel? It happens here. Does that? 4 seasons in one day. I don't think Senga's in Glasgow. I think she's really in Hawaii. And she's having us on. I think she's got a house in Hawaii. She's in Honolulu. With a piece. The tat is gone. Thank you very much, Natasha. I'm always here. No fear. I'm always here. The video might be boring, but the chat's always interesting. When I had the shop, one day I was snowing, the next day I was sunbathing out of the shop, outside the shop. Excellent. I'm looking at the comments. There isn't a story. 1:01 a.m. Excellent. Are you also, Casey, in Australia by any chance, or are you in New Zealand? 8:25 a.m. Ah, right, you're in America. I've had a look, Stuart. I can't find it. It's on the bacon stream from. Ah, right. It's on an old stream from 2 days ago. Right. We're back on it again now. Still can't find the story. Yeah, I'm looking now. I can't find no story either. Come on, Stuart. You're leading us on a merry dance here or what? I'm looking at the comments on the stream from the Tuesday baking stream. All I can see is blimey, none of you are online. I think I think you've just decided, Stuart, that we need some thumb exercise. I'm looking now, I can't find it. All I've got is we cannot be on online all the time. We do need some downtime, and then yippee, I mean a reply after that. That's all I can see. There's nothing else showing up. I'm looking at the replies now after that. It's not showing on mine, I'm afraid. I don't know if you can hear that, but that sound then was the wind on my CCTV camera at home. It's absolutely horrendous. The story is about us all. The story is all of us looking for it at the end. And the moral to the story is never trust what people say online. What's happening here? I'm lost. I'm totally lost the plot, mate. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, that wind, that's at my house, that. 20 miles away. It's my CCTV camera. The volume, the audio my camera's picking up. Hello, Whitey Juice World 999, how are we doing? Any WSG? No, no WSG. There might be a bit of TPA or a bit of TWN, but no WSG, I'm afraid. There's a TPE and a Northern C1, but yeah. Yeah, if you're confused.com, you better off go in and go compare, go compare. All right, got you. What's good? We're all good. YT, we're all good. It's just SG, or could be Ouija. Yeah, could be a wedgie. Hello, Priyanka Acharya. Yeah, how we doing? No, it's my one of my usual spots. It's just very windy and rainy and horrible. And how's it going anyway, Andy? How are you? A 9-year-old Indian runner drake is having the time of his life in the back garden. Excellent. What is a runner drake? Obviously, that's the type of dog, I presume. Never heard of one of them before. And I'm certainly going to have a look. In the There's a drake. Is it a duck? It's a duck. I thought it was a type of dog. It's a duck. Hello, and Key. How we doing? You know some really good spots to film. Mate, spot on. Yeah, it's not so good today. Blooming wind's blowing and vibrating the fence and everything. It's absolutely howling is the wind. Hello, Hunter. How we doing? I'm excellent, thank you, Hunter. Excellent. Got it now, Stuart. Got it. Why haven't I got it? Oops. Once upon a time there was 3 bears, and these 3 bears lived in a fridge, which was constantly under attack. Do you want me to read this out? Oh, good grief. This is a long story. Which was constantly under attack. 3 bears lived in a fridge that was constantly under attack from Senka. Catch you later, Andy. Yeah. Have you read it, Senga, the story? It's quite a long story, but you have got a part in it. And of course I have, which doesn't surprise me. I'll have to go back, hang on. I'll read it out to you. Hang on, are you ready? Let me just find it again. Oh, bugger me, where is it? Right, are you ready for this story? It's quite a long one, so oops. Once upon a time there were 3 bears, and these 3 bears lived in a fridge, which was constantly under attack from Senga. The naughty Richard drank the 3 beers because he was a selfish git and was so tight he wouldn't give a door a bang. One day a foolish lad who made Rodney Trotter look clever tried to buy a car for 400 quid. He felt he had found he felt he had found a bargain, but something wasn't quite right, so he hit the car with Tommy and smashed the rear window. That's better, said the fool. Free air conditioning. Meanwhile, the wicked witch Crypto and her knitting circle were busy picking nits which were homegrown by Pixie personally. Crabs available on request. Also in Swampland, also known as Doncaster, that man of letters known as Yorkshire Stewart, not to be confused with the other stewards, who is wonderful, was being awarded a doctorate for spoken language. Good luck, it said on it, or something similar sounding, because it had 3 of 4 letters in it, which was most fortunate. While this was going on, a secret purchase by Jeanette of a special bench for purposes of a private nature was being purchased. Very good, Stuart. Hello, Johnny. How we doing? You timed that well. I've just been reading Stuart's story, and we've all got a starring role in it. How's it going, Johnny? How's the car hunting? Hello, Neil Butler. How are we doing today? How are you today? Hunter, I've got a question. How do you start an SD7 Ace in a train? Oh, I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask how to start trains in Train Sim World, because I'm good at making a pig's ear of it. I don't know, Hunter, unfortunately. I don't know the answer to that one. I have enough problems starting the UK trains. Medal to Richards and stuff for being outside commitment, yeah. Oh yeah, if you feel this wind out here, Johnny, you'll know about it. It's wild. I write short stories because I'm not able to reach tall stories. Yes, I've got to admit there, Stuart, you never left anybody out, that's for sure. The wind started picking up, but still blue skies. Yeah. I think the wind's dying off here. I'll just turn my microphone off. As you heard that then, the wind is pretty wild here. It's pretty wild. Hello, John Doe, how we doing? Okay, Stuart, catch you later on. I'll be going shortly, I think. I've been here for, how long have I been here today? Since 10:15. 11:15, 12:12, 12:12. Hey, 3.5 hours I've been here, I think. Yes, I will return under sufferance. I have a longer one somewhere, but I can't find it. We can call it a story that was lost but found. Yeah, it was. It's almost 1 in the morning. I might be going short. Okay, Hunter. I presume you're in America. And the weather is wild. Yep, like Milton's Lost Horizontally. Milton's Lost Horizontally. Catch you later, Hunter. Be good. Lost Horizon, a book. Thank God, new bank card. Hate the ones with sheds on them. Sheds? Thank God, new bank card. Hate the ones with sheds on them. I don't know what you mean there, Senga. Enlighten me on this one. Do you have bank cards with sheds on them? What, garden sheds? Thank God, new bank card. Hate the ones with sheds on them. Sheds? Hello, John Doe. John Doe. Doe, a deer, a female deer, a ray, a drop of golden sun. Our bank cards have sheds on them. Horrible. Sheds? What's in? Wooden sheds? What the hell do you mean, Senga? Garden sheds? Your bank cards have garden sheds on them? What bank are you with? The flipping garden shed bank? Is that what the bank's called? The garden shed bank? I've never heard of that before, Senga. A bank card with a garden shed on it. No, I haven't, Tommy. IBS, Royal Bank of Sheds, got it. No, it's too big to put in cards, that Tommy. Even my little portable one's a bit too big to put in car. Well, you could put it in car, but you won't be able to play it. I'm curious to know about these garden sheds on the bank cards. I'm going to have to Google an IBS bank card with shed on it. Let's see if I can get a picture. All right, yeah, I found it. It's like a, well, it looks more like a beach hut, the one I'm looking at. Looks like a beach hut. Beach, is it? But hello, Ricardo Espinoso de Gregorio. How we doing? Yeah, I found the one with the beach huts on. The one I'm looking at here is like a picture of a beach hut on a beach with the sky, and then there's another one with another garden shed with like a, I don't know. It's a shed again, but it looks like it's got a pier leading up to it. Yeah, very strange thing to do. Put a garden shed on it. Why don't they just? I don't know. I don't even know what's on my debit card. I've no idea. Don't even know what's on it. I've never actually took that much notes. I don't think there's anything on mine. hell there is on it. I just don't think there's any. Need to look at them again, but they're minging. Hello, John Doe. Hi. You like Taiwan? Taiwan? Yeah, I don't mind Taiwan. I don't really know much about it, but I'd be more than happy to go on a holiday. Everybody hates them. Yeah, I'd love to go to Taiwan. Or any, Taiwan or see, one of your big banks are in the process of closing down branches and converting them into accommodation. That might be what the sheds are all about, Tommy. Anywhere sunnier than me, yeah. Same here, Senga. I'd love to go to somewhere like Mauritius. Somewhere where you've got a room on the beach, you just walk out onto the beach and everything, all the drinks are served to you in a coconut with a bit of an umbrella by some woman with a grass skirt on. Yeah, that's my kind of holiday. Pina colada brought to you every 20 minutes or so. Under the mango tree. Yes. We've no banks in our town now at all. In the town where I live, we haven't got a single bank now. None. They've all gone. Every single one. No banks at all. But everybody, if you do, you can still do banking, but you have to go to post office. I always go to Spar. If I want to put money in, I go to the Spar shop. Definitely missing you. Yeah, it would do. Yeah, it does. That's what it is. You see, Sanger. You Ouija's get the best of the weather. If a Scottish person goes out in the sun, it's like what happens? Is it like what happens out to a vampire? Yeah, my nearest bank branch. If I wanted to actually go in my bank, I'd have to either go to Bolton, Preston, or Burnley. And I had to go to Burnley the other week. Fortunately, it's very rare. It's very rare I have to go to a bank branch, so it doesn't really bother me. If I'm putting money in, I can just go to the local Spar shop. I actually have a good tan from Scottish Sun. Yes, Yeah, you have. Yeah. You are a sun worshipper, though, aren't you, Sanger? You're one of them people who likes to just be in the sun all the time. I can tell you like being in the sun all the time. Yeah, I'm the same when I'm abroad. When we last went abroad, when last place we went to, Gran Canaria, flipping heck, I was black as ace of spades in a couple of days because locals thought I were a local. Kept talking to me in Spanish. Sun and feet in the grass, that's me. Hate crap weather. I always have a right. I've always got a brown right. I've always got a brown right arm. I have. It's still brown now, just from being in car. Yes. Here comes the sun. Doodle-doo-doo. Have you found another car yet, Johnny? Preferably one with a full set of windows. Painting shelves, excitement never ends. Excellent. Speedos, yeah, you've got to get your speedos out. That's what I use when I'm on holiday. I get my speedos on. Either that or a mankini. Do you know what I mean? Oh dear, yeah. I keep forgetting about the baby in the house. I thought when you put crying from 3 a.m., I thought you meant you were crying because you had to paint the shelves and you were upset about it, Johnny. Thunderstorms, full whack. Oh, you've had some thunderstorms. And there goes the Pride train. Done up in all the crazy Pride colours. Thunderstorms. Yeah. So I don't think I've seen any thunderstorms this year yet. None. I don't even recall seeing any lightning. The zigzags are out. Hello, Hamdan Hussein. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. 2 minutes to 10 p.m. Malaysia. That's a nice place to live. I'd like to live in Malaysia. I could live there. No problemo. Bloody hell. It's rocking my car, is this wind. The temperature is still at 9 degrees. It's actually making my car rock side to side. Kuala Lumpur. That's where they have the nighttime Grand Prix, isn't it, Kuala Lumpur? I'd love to go there. No, we haven't either. No, we haven't either. Please don't continue with the speedo conversation, Richard. I already know that I need to diet, but I don't want to starve to death. I'm being put out of my food forever. Thank you, Tommy. I don't know what I did before I met Tommy and Stuart. I must have been the most uninsulted person going. Just open the window and it's freezing. Well, close the window, Sanger. Close it. Close it. Bloody hell. Some ghosts here. Wow. Bits of debris flying about here now. Bits of wood and stuff shooting around. God forbid. Put heating on, but I like for it. Yeah, I'm a bit like that. I always have me, even when I've got me heating on, I still have my fans running. I like a bit of a waft. Do you know what I mean? A little bit of a waft. Oh, it's AirPods was walking past. I thought she would have not bothered today, but she's here. AirPod woman, but she's dressed like she's going up the Orinoco. 38 mile an hour, hammering it down. Yeah, but it's not raining here at the moment, but the wind is unbelievable. Definitely the strongest wind I've ever come across this year. And there's actually bits of debris and stuff now blowing around and lumps of wood flying past. And And I'm parked on an hill and it's blowing me backwards up the hill a little bit, rocking me up the hill. Damn Emirates just took off. I wouldn't like to be landing on a plane at Manchester today. There'll be a bit of swaying about going on. It's sort of warm here. Excellent. It's not here. Oh, it's a cute little beach hut. Shit. I'm going in bin now. It's going in the bin, yeah. Make sure you cut that chip in half, Sanger. Cut it up and make sure you put your scissors through the chip bit. Oh, that new one just looks like the NatWest one, except different colours, but similar, same design. Yeah. Always remember, if you're throwing a bank card away, you always make sure you put the scissors through the electronic chip bit. Well, that an ad with that fella with glasses on strolling down the beach as he owned the place? I think it was for a drink. Yeah, I know what you mean. The heat going again, I'm afraid. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, this is wild. I saw people just use the, always cut that bloody chip into bits. I always mutilating me. Yeah, that's true. I mean, hardly anybody. I mean, I never actually use my cards now. I always use Apple Pay. You know what I mean? So they very rarely come out of my wallet now. Only time I take them out of my wallet is if I'm buying something online where I need to, type the number in. So I never ever use it now. I always use Apple Pay. So they never come out. You know. Just fix your health with an update. Yeah, that'd be great. That. Just plug you in every now and then and redo everything. Health reboot. Just fix it. Yeah, learn the piano, correct. That'd be great. That means everybody will do everything they want, and then it will make everything then not worth doing. You know what I mean? Because if everybody could do everything, there'd be nothing left. I feel like you're on one of these stations, like on North Pole or something. I refuse to use any of that. I deliberately have one bank card. They keep hounding me with cards and internet banking. Yeah, I mean, I don't do any internet banking. I just use Apple Pay all the time. I use my credit card for every single purchase, every all month, and then at the end of the month I just pay the bill, so I can see exactly what I'm spending and what money I'm wasting and all that caper. I only have two direct debits: my rent and my internet. And that's it. That's the way I like it. Nobody wants cash now. Yeah, you're right there. I like to have cash because I think if anything big and bad happens, cash will be king. Because if there's really bad happens, first thing they'll do is switch all cash machines off and banks and stuff. So I think it's always handy to have to be holding the folding, as they say, in case things go bad. And one day it might happen. One day there'll be just a message goes to everybody's phone with a horrible warning on, and that'll be it. And then, you know, things won't be good. Nobody will. And now the end is near. Hello, S. Hello from Osaka, Japan. How are we doing, S? Welcome back. There's a few businesses over here have signs up. Cash only, please, or we prefer cash. Yeah, yeah. I've noticed that in a couple of signs on a couple of these like pie shops and chip shops and stuff. My daughter just got a vinyl album. The red record. It reminds her of yesteryear. To tell you, having a new dog and an 8-month-old baby, same time, excellent, Johnny. You can't beat it. Keeps you on your toes. You know what I mean? Keeps you young, Johnny. Keeps you young. Can drop you off a crazy cat as well if you want to just finish it off like. Ours is the opposite. No cash, cards. Yeah, that's what it's getting like around here, Senga. Absolutely, there's lots of places that are just saying card only, and I just think to myself, is that legal? Can they legally do that? Just say card only. know what I mean? Is that legal to actually say we don't take cash? I'm always under the impression that they're not allowed to refuse it. You know what I mean? And it baffles me. Well, why don't you have two mental carts, Johnny? You're right. It just does bug me that when they say that. And what makes me laugh is most if you have a card reader, you have to pay a fee for that as well. So I mean, I can't understand these businesses saying card only because they'll pay a monthly fee to have the card reader and to do the transactions. You know what I mean? Hello, Timo Pace. How are we doing? Yeah, I think it's wrong, mate, Tommy. I mean, I've noticed again somebody putting a sign up. We prefer card payments, but to actually say we don't take cash, I just think is a nonsense. Yeah, well, that's the way I look at it and all. But I mean, I must admit, I do use card most of the time anyway. But I always have me little pot here in my car. It's just got pound coins in it, and I keep that there just for the people who are less fortunate. You know what I mean? When you pull up a petrol station, there's always somebody there, sat there, homeless person. So I have a pot of pound coins in between my seats, and I give them a couple of quid. I don't give them all a couple of quid because I've sussed out who's a gang member and who is actually genuine homeless. I only give the genuine homeless ones something, but some of them operate in gangs just to make money. Well, they get nothing. But the ones I can tell that are genuinely homeless, I give them a couple of quid because they're always there at the petrol station. So every time I get change, like pound coins or 50p's, I keep them in this tub. Call it my poor box. You know what I mean? It's probably about 40 quid in it at once. I must not have met any poor people lately. Just remember that when you're next calling me tight, Tommy. I've been watching you behind, lol. You've been watching my behind? Well, fire. Technically speaking, if you went in somewhere and used a service such as a restaurant, ate the food and then refused cash, you're not correct. You're right there, Tommy. You're right there. And what can they do about it? Sorry, we don't accept cash. Well, I haven't got my card on me. I've only got cash. It's their problem, isn't it? It's their problem. You know what I mean? It's up to them to resolve that issue, isn't it? Not you. If you've got the money. Oh yes. Look at that. definitely. Yeah, I think a lot of pubs are doing it as well, card only. You know, I mean Weatherspoons now. It's just. I mean, I haven't been in for a couple of years. I went in about 2 years ago. We were on a work to do, and you just sit at your table. You don't even need to get up and go by now in Weatherspoons. You just download the app, type in your table number, tell them what you want, and they bring it to your bloody table. You know what I mean? It's just it's a recipe for disaster, is that really? Because you're going to have some real drunk people on your hands when they don't even have to get up and go to the bar. Yeah, it's picking up here as well, Sanger. It's never really stopped here, but there's bits of debris flying around now. I've already had 2 branches bounce off my roof. Little branches. But I'm going to set off home soon because I don't want to be sat in traffic in this crappy weather. And I don't want to go, I have to go back over at motorway, or I've got to go back over at hill over at motorway. We might look for a wagon to be on its side of motorway to be closed. Muna Chahan. Yahako Sabah. I can't tell a word you're saying, unfortunately. Muna Chahan. Chahan. Muna Chahan. I can't tell what you're saying. Just as well, you're all cosy. Oh yeah, it's lovely and warm here, Singer. Absolutely lovely and warm. But I wind my window down. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So you've got a place that's for interaction, a public house, and they're now creating an environment. Correct, that's exactly it, Tommy, yeah. That's what the Weatherspoons, well, that's what it was like 2 years ago, so I would imagine it's even worse now, but because I went in with a group of us from work, there were about 10 of us there were, and we all sat around this big table, and one of the lasses out of office just got her phone out, app, and ordered all drinks. You know, you just put the table number in your app, and lass from behind bar comes with all drinks on a tray. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, you know. Hence, about 4 hours later, I was steaming. I was steaming. I was steaming in a public house. That's what they call it in Glasgow, steaming. Steaming because I've been in the public house. I think I'm going to have to shut my window as the room door keeps banging. Oh, is that the wind, or have you got something supernatural going on there, Singer? Hey. a freight train about to pass going to Coatbridge in Scotland. And that was a GBRF Class 66. The UK's workhorse of the railways. Made in America. Made in America. Actually, to be fair, I'm saying made in America, partly made in America and partly made in London, Ontario, in Canada. Oh my god. Put a bath bomb in the window to keep it open and explode. Oh my god, Singer. I'd love to see that. Right, you put a little, take a little photograph. Yes. Indiana as well, they were made. So I'll tell you that. And what kind of engine's in them? It's a two-stroke V12 diesel engine. Turbocharged. 6,000 horsepower. Sorry, 3,200 horsepower. What am I saying? It was like a talk puff. I bet it was. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah, I don't think they bother about it like that nowadays, Tommy. I mean, I think that most of these places now, they're not pubs, they're not like they used to be. They're totally different. They're crap, to be honest with you. They're all they're after is just your money. They couldn't give a shit whether you're steaming, whether you're not steaming. I had to run to the bathroom, wash it off because it was in my eyes. Dear, oh dear. Oh, Senga. You know what you're gonna have to make yourself a square with a piece to get over it. Go and get yourself a bit of chocolate out of that fridge. The licensee had to go to court annually and reapply to the licence, and any objections will be asked. Yeah, I think they still have to do that now, Tommy, and I know definitely they have to go to court if they want a late licence. You know, say there's a do on and they want to do an extra hour, they have to go to court for that, you know what I mean? And I think they still have to do that, but these big pubs now, they must just, I don't know, somehow get an all year round extension to whatever time. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but you know. I mean, Darwin, where I live, Saturday night in Darwin, the nightlife's crazy. You know what I mean? Because people actually come in on coaches to go out in my town because it's such a small, condensed collection of pubs and nightclubs, all in like within a 300-yard square area. You know what I mean? You know, and so everybody's steaming. You know what I mean? They're all steaming, all the Ouijas. And they're all steaming them Ouijas up there. Steaming Ouijas need to go home to the house. Oh, pished. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it a do now and hit the road because I've been at it since 10:15. I'm going to go. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home to my house. Home all day, me. I'm going to go home to my house. It wasn't too many years ago that anyone seen out of order and drunk was socially frowned upon. Yeah, there's none of that now, Tommy. You can drive through town centre of my town and there's people led in shop doorways, led up bloody curbs, sprawled over benches, rolling around in their own vomit. You know what I mean? Them days are long gone, Tommy. I think when I was young, when I was a kid, it were frowned upon if you got divorced. It was separate. You know, it was embarrassing. You didn't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got to hit the rid, Jack. Hit the rid, ham. Hit the rid, ham. So I shall see you all later on Jeanette's stories. What's the plan? Put the onesie on and enjoy the eating. Oh yeah, well it's always nice and warm in my flat. No problems there. But I'll go home and I'm gonna have some shredded wheat. Hey, how exciting is that? Going home and having some shredded wheat. Good, eh? I'm glad I hung out. That time of drinking became Yeah, that's all they do now. They just go out and get blathered. I mean, most of these young uns now, what they do is they stay at home and they drink cheap stuff till sort of like 10 p.m. and then they pile out on town, you know, tank themselves up and then off out. Anyway, thank you for watching, people, and I will see you all again later on this evening. We will meet again. I don't know where and I don't know when. Catch you later, Daniel Rogers. Catch you later, Daniel. See you later, Jeanette, Sanger, Tommy, and anybody else in the chat. Never eat shredded wheat, lol. And I shall get on the road. Him. I'm going home. Catch you all later. Certainly wild. Gas seeing blowing by camera. It's bad. All bits of blooming branch and twigs and God only knows what now we're in road. See bits and bats on my roof. It's wild. I'll see you all tonight, folks. Catch you later. I'm going home. Bye.